Every town has a ghost story. Every town has those who won't stay dead. This is where it happened, October 1978 in Lake Butler, a small town in North Florida. A group of troubled children were taken by a school bus to a Halloween party at their school. The party was put on by the local school district specifically for those children who were either discipline problems or otherwise neglected or bullied.
Parties and get-togethers with younger, troubled children are ideal for building self-esteem, and this allows them a release. Typically, these types of events are successful in helping them turn a corner.
But the children never made it to the party. This would be the last time anyone would ever see them. The bus plummeted into the lake. Although the lake was shallow, the bus sank completely. The driver and the students were never found.
Most of us knew what happened. At least we knew the kids or the kids' parents, but I still don't really understand what happened to this day.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about it. The thing that keeps me up at night is that they were never found. That just doesn't make sense to me. And nobody has ever explained that to me.
Many parents and members of the community could not understand why no bodies were found. Private investigators were brought in by some of the families.
Some of the families asked me to review the work of the Sheriff's Department. They were concerned about the lack of evidence. We reviewed the investigative materials and also went to the site, but we found nothing. Turns out Sheriff's Office did everything by the book, so it's a real mystery.
The focus of the investigation became the motives of the bus driver, Ronnie Woods. The investigation hit a dead end. Mr. Woods was never found. There were rumors that he hated those kids, that this wasn't an accident. Nothing was ever proven. Because this happened at Halloween, the mysterious circumstances immediately became local legend. Halloween has always been a fun time, particularly for kids, but the day is also marked with darkness and danger.
It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup. I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween.
Halloween is normally a time for parties. In this town, it brings up dreadful memories. More disturbing, the townspeople continue to see and hear strange things in and around the lake. More often than not, they saw kids in Halloween costumes.
This was years ago. I was hearing strange things behind my house out by the lake. I took my old video camera out there to check it out after hearing laughter and kids whispering. The footage was unrecognizable until a closer look. Then we noticed this. And then they just disappeared. It scared the heck out of me. Still does.
More strange sightings continued to fuel the legend and the belief that the sightings were all a prank.
Well, what happened was indeed a tragedy, but all that stuff about ghosts and stuff, that's just a bunch of hogwash.
Despite the skepticism of local authorities, with no official comment on the phenomenon, more and more people came forward and reported sightings. More disturbing still are the disappearances, young people who are reported missing every 10 years or so, all around the lake.
Yeah, we're aware of it, but most people just stay inside in October. No one ever goes down to that lake.
It terrifies me, living so close. Years ago as a teenager, I was walking near the lake in a dense fog. I saw kids. I saw all of them. They just seemed to drift. They did not have any legs. I ran home as fast as I could. I could have been one of those who went missing.
Look, I'm a former cop. I only go by hard evidence. It sounds like someone playing on the legend, but it's not ghosts.
It haunts me every day. The thought that those kids might still be out there, and those other missing kids. It just never seems to end.
Halloween 2018. It will be 40 years since the tragedy and 10 years since the last kids went missing. What is in store for those who go out this Halloween?
Stay inside, that's my best advice, and do not go near that lake, especially at night.
Everyone should be very, very careful, especially at this season of the year.
But how do you keep kids inside on Halloween? Or is this just the type of story that kids want to hear on Halloween?
There is no question that this event's association with Halloween is going to fuel the legend. It makes for a scary story around the campfire.
What really happened to these children? Why weren't they ever found? Is this a harmless local legend or something to really fear? Is something or someone out there, and will they show themselves? Who is brave enough to find out?